Hello everyone, welcome back. In the previous video I explained that how you can insert the data into the database using models. The today video is about validation. What is validation? Why we use validation? So let's understand it with the example. In the previous video I created this create post form, right? And now I want to say that I want to validate the user data, like user can enter only string here, right? Not any special character like this and stuff like that. And in the description I want to enter user minimum 10 character. User can't enter less than 10 character, right? And these two fields are required. So user can't create a post without entering this information. So this is called validation. We are validating the user data. So why these validations are necessary? So for maintaining our system records, these validations are required. So for example, I want to make this only string, and user should enter here a special character like this and stuff like that. So this will create a disturbance for the system. So that's why we want to prevent this data from the user. So that's why validations are required. So there is two types of validation. The first one is client side, the other one is server side. So first we will implement the server side validation, and then we will move to the client side, because servers after on server side then we will implement the client side validation. If we applied client side validation first, and we unable to handle the server side validation, so that's why we are first starting from the server side. So let's understand that how we can validate the data in the Laravel. So Laravel provide us a helper function validate, which is the object of this request. So we can validate the record using this validate method in our method store, right? You can name it any which you want. So let's go to the application and validate the user data. So this is our form, and before submitting our form we want to validate this data. So here we have a request object here, and this request, so I'm implementing this request, and here we need to call the validate method, right? It's a validate and it's accept an array, right? So here we need to pass an array. The first parameter would be the name field of our form, like this is the title. So let's go here and enter title, and this title should be required, right? Required means user can't null this title, right? So let me comment this and first show you that what if we leave it blank and submit the form. So let's click on submit, and yes, it's throwing the SQL error that user can't be null, user field can't be null. So it means that it's throwing the validation of database. So we unable to validate the data. So first validate it, because our database is very important for us. So let's implement this required and implement it. Let's give it refresh and submit. So now it's only applied on this title, and this title should be required. If user fill the not fill the form and submit it, it's not going to submit, it will return us back. Yes, it's returned out back. Let's take an eye on it, and yes, it's turned out back. So why it's not displaying the error? Because we did not implement it. That error is throwing, but we are not displaying them error. So how we can display these errors? So let's go here and type Laravel any error, type this and go to this Laravel website, and go here and copy the bleeding sign from there. Go here and yes, it's there. Why it's used for? It's used for catching the validation. Let's copy it and go to the our blade. It's a create blade, and before this post I'm pasting this here, right? And let me authenticate it. And now what it does, so it's first checking if there is any error, then it will be display this div, right? And this div is alert danger. This is a bootstrap class used for alert, and here we enter ul element where we want to display a list, and we are accepting all the errors, and we are separating the errors and displaying this error here, right? And let's save this one and refresh the web page and submit our form again. So now it's validate and display the error too. Let's submit it, and yes, it says the title is required, so it means that our server side validation is successfully working. So let's go here, go to the post controller, and let me close the other files. It's creating confusion for new ones. So here I want to also validate this user can enter only 20 characters long. So if you want to implement two validations, you need to implement this pipe sign, and then I want to make this 20 characters long. So user can only enter maximum 20 words, right? 20 characters, not word. So let me enter max then 20 and what it throws. So let's submit it, and yes, title must be not greater than 20 characters. So that is the beauty of Laravel. It's providing us the built-in validation. You don't need to validate anything custom, right? So you can also tell this should be only string, so it will accept only string value. So let's go here, and I want to implement this for also description, right? So let's go to the form, and here we name this description. So you need to copy this name attribute value, like copy this and go here and paste this, and here you need to type it should be also required, and minimum, I want to accept the minimum 5 values. User should first enter minimum 5 character, and then maximum should be 300 or 3000. It's upon you. Okay, and the others are, let me test them, and we will implement them in other, I guess. And if I want to enter only 4 character, I'm not entering 5. So let's submit it, and it says description must be at least 5 characters. So it means that our validation is successfully validating the user record. So let's go here and enter the other names, like is publish. Okay, is publish, which is the name of our text field, and it should be a required. And the other one is also name is, I think, status. Put here status, and let me put here it should be also required, and we can also implement that it should be an integer, right? Because we are accepting the integer value, right? So integer, save this one, refresh, and submit this form. And yes, now it says that title field is required, description is required, and everything is required. So it means that our server side validations are working successfully. In the next video, I will explain that how we can validate the user request by creating new requests. So for now, we are using the Laravel built-in request. In the new video, we will create our new request and validate the user data. So stay connected for more upcoming updates, and subscribe my YouTube channel. Bye bye.